And I really want to start with gratitude or appreciation. Actually, something that I really love. Who's doing the manifestation challenge? Anybody?
I fucking heard about it so much. Can you just send me this link?
Oh, it's amazing, Angel. It's amazing.
Nah, that's one time too many. I need to join now.
I don't know.
I've heard about it 3 times today.
The universe is telling you something, right? Yeah. Yeah. Are you doing it, Lise?
Yeah, I'm on it, but I'm not up to where everybody else is. I kind of let it sink in before I carry on with the next day and the next day. I jumped in a little late on day 6, but I'll get there though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you're doing 1 task a day, it doesn't matter where you're at, because at the end of the day, you're still getting the benefit from it.
Yeah.
So
it's good.
It's great, eh? So I just did day 9 today. I'm behind too. And she actually talked a lot about appreciation. And I really loved it. So I know that, last year I was doing gratitude and we came in like, who are we grateful for this week and why? But I'd really love to do appreciation. Like maybe we could swap it up a bit, because I really love this. So basically it's finding something. Hi, Kieran. How are you, darling? Finding something that we appreciate about each other. So all the people that are on this call right now, if you can think of one thing about that you appreciate for each person and just say it. You can either say it or you can pop it in the chat, or just might be something simple. Like, I appreciate, Angel, your smiling face, my darling, because honestly, every time you come in, you've got a big grin on your face. And it's really nice. We don't see you very often, and it's really nice to see you. So I appreciate you for that. And Sheens, I appreciate your presence right now, because I know, and your calm presence, because I know for you, it's like rushy, right? And finding the time to fit this in. And I just appreciate that right now you're in a really good space and that you're here and you're present. Right? Yeah. And Lise, I appreciate you for everything that you do for yourself every day in terms of showing up for yourself and being committed to yourself, because I see you. I do see you. I see your posts. I see everything that you do, and I see you here tonight, and I hear what you say, and I've seen your growth, and I just appreciate you for that, darling.
Thanks, Taz.
You're so welcome.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. And Kieran, I appreciate you because you're here, and I know your life is crazy and you're still figuring out stuff, but you're still asking questions. You don't give up on yourself, and I appreciate that about you. And that you're here tonight with us, and it's so lovely to see you. And Joni, I appreciate you because you're an amazing mum and you're making time for yourself and your business, because I know it's been hard, right? It's been really hard, right? And here you are making time for you. So that's my thing.
That's real tough to follow, just saying, but I'll give it a go. Johnny, we've never met, but I do appreciate meeting you. You seem like a real happy, vibrant person. Like, you just smile. I feel like you light up a whole room. So your baby is so lucky to have you as mum. Angel, I've always admired your courage since the day I watched you be a solo mum. Like, honestly, you tank at it, girl. I know you probably don't feel like it, but you fucking do. Straight up. Kieran, I love your consistency of watching you online. You are a huge part of the reason why I decided to pick my little balls back up again and like run with it again and actually be online as much as I am. And thank you. Honestly, I see your stuff pop up all the time. And Elise, babe, I just love that you're always supporting me. Like, I get messages from you, random posts on my posts, and I just love it. You've been there since day one. Tons, I love that you're always showing up for me. Honestly, I messaged you just yesterday like, hey, I want to do a phone call with the downline that I have that are keen, and you're like, I'm going to be there, let's do it. So thank you. I appreciate all of you guys.
Thank you, my darling. We love you too. You did really well. What are you talking about? That was great.
I'm jumping in next because I love this. This is great. This is a great way to start a call. It's so positive and I love that. Tanya, I'm starting with you because you've just been there since day one and I appreciate everything you've done and the amount of times you've just been there, like tears, stress, happiness through it all. You're patient. Your patience. Oh my God. How I ask you the same questions, the same 10 questions. It's been over a year now. Like, what the I love you so much. Sheens, I appreciate everything. Like, I always see your name pop up and your comments. I appreciate everything that you post because you keep it real. You show how busy your life is and how hard you work. And you're an amazing mum. Holy shit, I look up to you. Every time I see your post, it just reminds me that there are people out there like you that just show everyone how it's done. Like, it's really cool. And Joni, same for you. You're always out there doing stuff. You're making creative shit all the time, showing me how to do stuff, helping me. You're mentoring me so much. Legit, you help me and you just keep me happy and getting through, especially with Willow. And it's changed a lot. I know you already know that. I know you've seen it over the past few weeks especially, but you just really helped me out. Lise, I love you. I love you so much and I love your beautiful stories and your positivity and everything that you always message me, your support, just the positivity you bring to the table day in, day out, no matter what shit's going on. You keep it real as well.
Okay, enough about me. Come on, the other people. You got to share some time for them.
No, both of you, all of you, you're all the same. You're all the same with the shit that you do, with all the positive stuff, how you all keep it real, how it's awesome. I love it. And Karen, oh my gosh, I've only seen not even the tip of the iceberg of what goes on, of everything that you come through. I actually remember you were one of the first teamies that I pointed out to Leighton and I was like, look, she's at work. She's doing this. I can do this at work too. Yeah, I'm blaming you for me getting in trouble at work. But no, I'm just like, I see you push through and I see everything that you go through and the universe has got some good shit in store for you and you deserve everything. You really do.
Love it, Angel. That's beautiful, honey. Beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else want to go?
Yeah, I'm going to beat Elise to the punch before she jumps in. So my turn. Right, Elise, your integrity, your chutzpah. I love the fact that you have not given up no matter what. You are riding the wave of life and you're doing it in the way you know how. You keep it raw, real, and you are such an inspiration for not just me to keep me going, but everybody who hasn't met you yet. Angel, our little baby mama, you are vivacious. You are like a tiger when you want to get on shit and get stuff done. You took a little while under the radar, but it's so nice to see you above the radar for a change, soaring and evolving and blossoming into this amazing woman. And Willow is one hell of a blessed daughter to watch you and see you, because we all know that children learn through osmosis. Monkey see, monkey do. So way to lay that foundation. Sheena, my girl, my mother with the mostest, who has put her money where her mouth is, basically said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make that shit happen, and she does. Meanwhile, then she off to soccer, manages to injure herself, but she's still rocking it. So that integrity, that this is how we do life, and we keep on trucking. And your children and your hubby-dubby, blessed too to have you as a mama. I am just in awe of all of you and how you are project managing life. Hi, beautiful girl. I can do that too. Pukana. Joni, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you yet. I am looking forward to seeing that journey. You sound like you're an amazing, gregarious, vivacious mama, and I'm looking forward to, if you're hanging out with Angel, you got to be having wings already. So looking forward to seeing you fly. And our girl, the one and only, the diva, the queen, with the mostest, Tanya. Without you, I wouldn't be here. Thank you for holding me up, for kicking me in the ass when you needed to. I love the way that you, no matter where we are in our journeys, you are there, whether we're quiet, whether we're out loud and proud. Just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My pleasure, darling. It's because I love you.
Love you more.
OMG, that's not fair. Everyone said everything.
You haven't said what you're going to say, though, Lee.
Okay, so my KK, you have been there from day one, even before I actually started. It's been a bumpy ride, but I've enjoyed riding it with you. I think I might get a bit sad.
No sad.
But I've loved getting to know you and building this relationship, because I didn't build relationships before. So it's been really, really beautiful. Sheen's, sorry girl. Sheen's, fuck, I've been watching you from day one. And just seeing how much you've grown from everything that you were going through to where you are now. You're freaking inspiring as if. Yeah, you know I love you. I think I tell you all that when I message you, like after I finish messaging, I'll say I love you or something in those ways. And I mean it. Tans, oh my gosh, you put up with a lot of me too, like KK. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for all your support, all your love, just not giving up, hey. OMG. I love you.
Beautiful. You're beautiful, Lise. You're gorgeous.
Hang on, I still got Angel. I still got Angel. Yeah, I've been watching you from the start too. You've been amazing. You've been strong through everything that you've been through, going through. Watching you be a mama has been awesome. Fuck. I love yous, man. I could like say heaps of stuff, but you've already said it. So I just love yous. I appreciate yous all in my world.
Love you so much.
I don't think I would have been here without yous all. Hey, I was pretty effed up in the head. So thank you so much. I haven't met, is it Joni? I haven't met you yet, but I can't wait to get to know you and love you like I love everybody else in here. I don't want to miss anyone out. Oh man, I just love you all so much. You don't know how I'm like heaps much.
Love you.
Love this. It's so nice.
Okay.
Thank you,
for
darling.
believing in you. And yes, we're all Wirral, and yes, we're all in New Zealand.
Yeah. Oh man, he's awesome. Love you.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, ladies. Do you want to share anything, Joni? I know you don't know many of us, honey, but do you want to share anyway or not? You don't have to. No? Okay. Do you want to just appreciate Angel?
Yeah, she came to me the other day. I pulled up at her door and she came into my arms crying because she was so overwhelmed because Willow just wasn't sleeping. So I told her to suck it up and let Willow cry. And the next day she slept for 12 hours.
Wow. That's such great advice, Joni, I just want to say. From one mum to another.
So I just like to appreciate Angel. She's come so far. Like even tonight she messaged me and she was just like, she's crying, and I was like, should I go in? No, leave her. She's fine. She'll go to sleep. 5 seconds later, she's asleep. So
Yeah, yay. That's such good advice. I'm so happy you listened to that, Angel.
yeah.
Yes.
Best advice ever.
Awesome. Well, that's it.
It was with me, like you know, you sat on the call and you helped me through it, and like rather than me sitting out here crying and not knowing what to do. And yeah. And I just wanted to say we had a potential call today. And it went really good. It went
That's
really
great, darling. That's great. I'm real happy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. You're moving on up. Okay, so ladies, I'm real excited about this. So you guys have probably heard me talking about this before, but I want you to think of something, because one of the things that we all like to carry, because we're human, we love to carry suffering, we love to carry pain. We actually are, a lot of the time, we show up as victims. And so what this does is, not only does this kind of create blockages for your own personal life, but this actually creates blockages for your business life. So this stops you from succeeding because it keeps you in exactly the same place. So what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you a really simple technique that is going to help you to release suffering and release pain. So, and I want you to do this with me, okay? So I want you to think of a situation where you are suffering or you have pain. Now, it doesn't have to be in your business. It can be in your personal life. It can be with someone, with a particular person, something that you are suffering with or you have pain with that you might have carried for quite a long time. So you might have had it for a while and you just haven't been able to let it go. It kind of comes up in your mind a lot. I mean, daily even. Just think of something and write it down. Just write it down, yeah. Because we're writing, Angel, because this is a really important exercise to do by writing it. It's not something that you can actually go through just in your mind, because you want to actually see it written down.
So what's the question again, Tans?
So what is something that you are suffering with or you are in pain with? So it might be someone that has hurt you or has upset you some way. Maybe you've hurt them and you're feeling guilty about it, but something that you are still holding on to that is making you suffer every day. So you're feeling pain from it on a regular basis, emotional pain, or some kind of suffering. You might be feeling guilty, you might be feeling angry, you might be feeling sad, you might be feeling rejected. What is up with your video, Angel? You're sideways.
Yeah, I have a portable charger, so I can't put you up straight.
Oh, that's all right. You can be sideways. We don't mind. We're still there. Okay, has everyone got something? Written it down?
No.
I'm struggling a little bit too. There's so many. I'm trying to pick one.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I thought you were going to say I've got none. I was going to say everyone's got pain or something.
Hell no, I've got multiple. Come on.
Okay, we'll pick the one that comes to your mind first. The first one that comes to you straight away. Same with you, Angel. If you've got the same thing, just pick the first one, because that'll be the one that's predominant in your mind. That
I'm just frustrated being in the same place still. That's my big thing. Hold up, Joni told me to turn on screen rotate. Wait, how do I do that? Help. Oh, does that work? Does that work?
Yeah, it's great. Look at that. Cool.
But yeah, mine's just being frustrated being in the same place for so long. That's like my big thing at the moment. That's really, really been holding me back, I feel.
Okay, well, you probably could use that.
Got it. Sorry.
You've got yours, Sheena. Great. Are you frustrated with people in the business, or are you just frustrated with yourself?
Within myself.
Okay. Well, what I would do is, for this exercise, to make it simpler, I would think about someone that you're frustrated or angry with or hurt by.
I'm not hurt or frustrated by
Otherwise,
anyone.
if you do it on yourself, it just makes it a little bit tricky. And
I don't have any.
No? What about your baby daddy? What about your family?
It is what it is. I don't know. I've just accepted all of that, to be honest.
It'd be amazing what comes up.
Girl.
Be amazing what comes up if you think about it.
I've thought about it for over a year now.
Are you
But
mad that you don't
it's-
ask enough for help?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you mad that you don't ask enough for help?
Nah, see, I feel like I've just accustomed myself to everything. So I'm actually finding this really hard. Like, this is really fucking with me. That's really,
Well,
I don't
you can-
know, like,
Well, you
What
can
the
write that
fuck?
down, but maybe what's happened is maybe there's a lot of stuff about your past that you're holding down and you're used to it being there. So it's not showing on a daily basis for you because it's been kind of pushed down for a long time. And so you feel okay. But what you'll do is, once you start getting to those upper levels, you'll start seeing the deeper stuff come out, and you might find it'll come out. So just write down that frustration that you have, honey, and we'll see if I can help you work with it. It's just, it makes it a little bit harder, but we can still do it. So write that down.
all right, I'm being that difficult person.
It's all good. I
There's
can,
No,
do,
good
I can do difficult. It's great. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you some questions. And what I want you to do is I want you to write these things down. So thinking about what the pain is, what you're suffering with. I want you to write down, who is it that angers or saddens you, or, is creating the pain? What is it I don't like about what they are doing, and how do I react?
I'm still writing that.
Okay, can you read the first question again, please? Bit too
Who
fast.
is it that is you're suffering from, who angers or saddens you?
The list is long.
Okay, so maybe pick one person, Kieran. Otherwise, you'll take forever to do this. Just pick one person.
I'm picking my two bitch aunties that I'm gonna kill if they don't fucking get their shit together. Yeah, anyway.
I know how to sharpen a really sharp knife.
Great. You'll see me on TV next. Just saying.
Okay,
Adam's
so
got a digger, we can dig a hole.
once you've written down who it is, because for Angel, it might be you, but this might actually uncover some other stuff, which will be interesting. What is it that you don't like about what they are doing? And you might have to write a few sentences. It might be, so-and-so tells me that I'm stupid, or so-and-so lies to me, or so-and-so doesn't talk to me, right? Yep, go for it, Kieran.
The question is, what is it
that I don't like about what I'm doing.
like about what they're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
And then
What's that word? Wait.
Yep,
What's
yep.
that word when you say, oh, okay, what's a good example? Say I stopped smoking weed.
Stop.
And then someone and then I went and bought some weed and smoked weed. I'm doing it to myself.
Oh, you're sabotaging?
Think, wow, that was really good. Thank you.
So then the last questions for this segment is, how do you react? So how do you react when they do what you don't like?
This is like reality smacking my face right now. Thank you for this task.
What was that last one?
How do you react when they do what you don't like?
How do I react when I do what I don't like?
Well, you self-sabotage by the sound of it.
Yeah, wait. No, but that was my above one. Despite seeing progress, I'm self-sabotaging by not believing in myself. How do I react?
So the thing is with this process is so amazing that you're allowed to be as petty as you want because no one else sees this except you. And I tell you what, I found this really hard. I found this really hard when I first started doing it because I couldn't be that mean and that petty. I was like, no, I can't do that. But it's actually really good. The pettier, the meaner, the nastier you are in what you're writing down, whether it's about someone else or yourself or a situation, the better. Because when we do the last bit, it's amazing. It's a game changer.
Right.
I don't mind reading mine out as an example. It is pretty petty and bad, but I do know where you're going with this and I like it.
Yeah, it's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, Huddle. I'm happy to read mine out too.
So that was just question number 1. Question number 2 is, how do you want them to change?
What do you mean by how? Like, could you just elaborate a little bit?
So how do you want them to change, or what do you want them to do, Sheena?
Oh yeah. So what changes do we want them to make?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, would that be, what do I want to change within myself?
Yeah, what do you want to change about the situation? What do you want to change that you're not happy about?
About
what you're doing. Yeah.
Sorry, still being that difficult person.
No, that's all right. No, these are good questions. I mean, because what I did this on my sister just the other day, and what I wanted her to do was I wanted her to apologize to me. You know, so it's little things like that. So think about what it is that you want them to do, how you want them to change. I love how much you guys are all writing.
I wrote down as much as I could.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I mean, I wrote 2 pages yesterday just from these questions. Yeah. Yeah, just on my sister.
Oh.
I had lots of shit on my sister. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so the next question is, what is it they should or shouldn't do, think, or feel?
What?
Say that again.
What is it that they should or shouldn't do, think, or feel?
Oh.
Say it one more time.
It's a bit controlling.
Yeah, this is the bit that I found really hard, but you've got to do it. So what is it that they should or shouldn't do, think, or feel? So this
But
is
how would we want them to be, kind of thing?
expecting them. This is like getting really controlling and going, well, I fucking think that she should sort her shit out and take
be like
responsibility for her life. Do you know what I mean? So it's that kind of, that's where you want to go with it. Get really petty if you need to, but don't hold back on this one.
Think, feel, and what?
Do.
I feel like the answer is the same as above.
Yeah, sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. Like you know, because I had in the first question just above, I had that I think my sister should, I want my sister to apologize to me. But the second one I had, I think she should take responsibility for what she's done and own up to it. And you know, so it's a slightly different.
This is the one times where I could probably write 3 pages on and on and on and on and on. I'm flipping the page now.
Yeah. Do you know what? I do this every morning because there's always shit that comes up, and it's so good because you're
Like
releasing
just on your
stuff.
sister or in general?
Just on anything
Oh,
that
okay,
comes up. Yeah, so any past stuff, any things that kind of pop up in your life daily. Really, babe, you should be doing this then with us.
What did he say?
He said, I've got stuff that pops up daily. He's talking about his,
Come grab a seat.
stuff. He's talking about his hard stuff, his manly hard stuff. He's been
Yeah,
rude.
tell him to come pull up a seat
That's
next
so
to us.
funny. I'm like, this conversation, I'm thinking, and then you're like, manly hard. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're talking about erections.
Yeah, he's being really rude, but I'm trying to kind of brush over it.
Oh,
Go,
no.
Pete. Go,
I
Pete.
Okay. Ready for the next one? What do they need to give me or do in order for me to be happy?
I don't have an answer for that.
Well, it might be the same as what you've already put down. It might just be a repeat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
From the should one. Yeah, but if there's anything extra, just pop it in.
Can you
Can you
repeat
say
the
it again,
question?
please, Hans?
Oh, it's what do they need to give me or do in order for me to be happy?
Oh, yeah.
What do I give myself to make me happy? Fucking online shopping.
What would make you happy, honey? In that situation, what would make you happy?
Yeah, cool. We're done.
Okay, now this is a really petty one.
Oh.
What do you think of them? Make a list.
Fuck
Kieran's
off.
going to love this one. Kieran's going to love this one.
All right.
I need to get that again in a second. I didn't even hear it. I'm still writing.
That's right.
Okay, what was that?
What do you think of them? Make a list. So if this is about you, I am. So what do you think of yourself in that situation? So for an example, with my sister, I said things like, she is spineless, she's an avoider, she doesn't care about me. You know,
I know how I'm in other people's situations, but I don't know how to pick at myself in this. I mean, I could pick at myself all day, but in this specific situation, I'm just going to read one because I don't care. But I'm annoyed that I'm still in the same place. That's all I've written there, but like, I know more of what I'm thinking there, you know, like in life, I'm still sat still. I am sat on so many different potentials. I'm sat on so many things that I would be doing, but I've always got an excuse. But
so when you go back to what do you think of yourself in that situation? What do you think of yourself when you've always got an excuse? What are you thinking about yourself when you're making excuses? You must tell yourself something.
there's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it says make a list.
Okay.
And there might be a few things. Right, how's the list? Done?
Well,
I'm gonna run to the toilet, so I'm gonna pop back in, but can you just let me know when I get back?
Yeah, we'll wait for you, honey.
Okay, thank you.
cool, it gives me more time.
Okay, back.
Awesome. Okay, let's move on to the last question, guys. What is it you don't ever want to experience with them again? Okay, done that, ladies? No, Lise? Are you having difficulty? What's going on, honey?
Can you say it one more time?
What is it I don't ever want to experience with them again?
Well done. For me, it was kind of the same words. Hey, it was kind of the same words as the first question. Like a, you know,
That's
don't
okay.
want you to hurt me and stuff.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what you'll come back to, is you don't want that same situation repeated, right? So you're just got to write it down and say it again. So what we're going to do on the next part, so this is the really important part now of unpacking it. So I don't know if you ladies know anything about Byron Katie's work. So this is her work, and she calls it the work, and this is what she calls inquiry. So and one of the things that she's really strong on, which I totally am aware of every day now, is there's 3 types of business. There is my business, there is your business, and there is God's business. And suffering only happens when we are involved in God's business and your business. So if we're only involved in our own business, then we don't suffer. Do you understand that? So what we're doing here is we're turning it around so that we're taking the responsibility for it for ourselves. So we're inquiring around how true is this and how can we change that? Because at the end of the day, it's just a thought. So whatever you've written down is just a thought, and we can change that thought in any moment.
I need a cone to put. Oh, sorry.
So now we're just going to work on the first thing that you've written down, okay? Because this is like, you could, from what you guys have written down, I'm assuming you've probably got a page or more, right? So you could spend a good 20 minutes to half an hour working through each one of these statements that you've written down, answers that you've written down. You're going to do inquiry on every single one of these. So I just want you to write down these questions first. I want you to write down. Number 1, is it true? There's 4 questions. Okay, you all got that? No, Angel hasn't got that yet.
What?
Is it true?
Is what?
Just write down, is it true? That's your first question. Write down, is it true? This is what you're going to ask yourself with every single statement that you've written down. Number 2, can you absolutely know that it is true?
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
Right, honey.
My phone was loud.
Can you absolutely know that it is true?
So because these are with myself.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they're going to be tricky to do, but that's all right. We'll work through it on the first statement and see if we can get to inquiry for you. If this is a first for me, because I've never worked on myself, I've worked on other stuff. So number 3 is, how do you react? What happens when I believe that thought, or when you believe that thought?
Wait, is that all my question? Like, how do you react?
It's just saying, so it's number 3. It's number 3. It's just giving you 2 different ways of looking at it. So is it, how do you react? And then what happens when I believe that thought? So it's the same thing. What happens when I believe that thought is, how do I react? And then number 4, is, who would I be without the thought?
Okay, I missed that times. My phone was going off.
That's all right, darling. When you're ready. Ready now?
Hang on, I just got to put it on before we all turn off. Okay, yeah, I'm ready now.
Okay, who would I be without the thought?
I'm going to be in a mirror real quick. Thought. THOUGHT.
Yeah,
It doesn't look right. I don't know. It just, okay.
it is right. It is right. And then, of course, this isn't a number. So those are your 4 questions you ask yourself. And then the next thing that you want to do is you want to turn the thought around. So just write that down. I'm going to go through this with you so you understand how to do it. But you want to write these steps down so you can do it with all your other ones. And then find at least 3 specific, genuine examples of how the turnaround is true for me in this situation.
Yeah, he just looked at
So you only got did you get turn the thought around?
So find 3 genuine examples.
Yeah, of how the turnaround is true for me in this situation. Sheens, did you get number 4, honey? Who would I be without the thought?
Yeah, and how would I react? Was that what it was?
The next one is turn the thought around. It's not a number, it's just an action. So turn the thought around. And then find at least 3 specific, genuine examples of how the turnaround is true for me in this situation. Okay, so have you all got that written down? Yeah? Okay, so we're going to go to your first answer, right? The first answer way back. And we're going to work through these 4 questions. We're going to inquire with these 4 questions to what your statement is and whether it's true. So the first thing you've got to ask yourself is it true? So have a look at it. Is it true? And say, tell me, yes, no, where are you at with it? Is it true?
Yes.
Yeah, very true. Like,
Is that the very first one we've done?
Yeah, the very first one. So the first one was the answer to what is it that I don't like about what they're doing? Not the person, but what is it that you don't like about what they're doing? So how about you read out your first one, Kieran? Do you want to read out your first one so I know that we're on the same page?
I struggled with this one.
Okay.
So what is it that I don't like what they're doing?
Yeah.
Hopefully I answer this. So I said making me and my family feel like we're worthless and totally invisible.
Okay.
That we don't exist on the planet.
Okay. So the question that I'm going to ask you on that one, and what I want you to ask yourself is it true?
Hell no.
Okay. And that's what you want to come to. So how many people can say no, that it's not true to the first question? Kieran and Angel. Don't know where Sheena's gone. So you're still in. What about you, Sheena? Can you say that your first question, it is true or it's not true?
yeah, no, it's totally true. Yeah.
It is true. And Joni, yours is true?
Yeah.
And Elise, yours is true. Okay. The next question. Yeah.
I'm changing my answer.
Yeah. That's
fine. What they are doing is true. It is really disrespectful.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Okay.
want to fucking kill them, but anyway, never mind.
Okay. This is why we're doing inquiry, right? This is an eye-opener, guys. Okay. Next question. Can you absolutely know that it is true?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, I changed my answer.
The thing is, what you want to do is, if your question is actually based on reality, so they're doing it, and there's nothing that you can change about it, then this, there's only so far you can go with this inquiry, but most of the time this is based on your own thought, your own perception of the situation. So in reality, you actually don't know if it's true because their truth is different from your truth. Okay, so that's what we're inquiring about. We're saying, is this absolutely true for me right now? Is this true for me? Or is this their business and their truth?
So here's the 2 photos that my auntie tore my mother out of. So it's fucking true.
Yeah.
Sorry, a lot of swearing.
That's all right, honey. It's okay. This is a good thing because it's all coming out. It's a good thing. So in reality, it's actually true. The thought that you're having about it is your own thought. But what actually happened, that actually happened, right? So that part of it is true. Do you get what I mean about the difference?
Yes.
Okay. So number 3, how do you react? So what happens when you believe that thought? Tell me.
So this is the part where we share.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. So initially mine would be, I'd indulged in marijuana, and sometimes I would remove myself from the situation completely where I would feel a little bit free from everything, you know? That's my thing.
Okay. Yep. Anyone else want to share?
More like running away.
Running away, feel like running away, like being on your own, getting away from the situation, isolating
Yeah,
yourself.
no, I do run away. I do run away, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you do the same, do you, Lise?
Well, I go crazy.
Yeah.
I get mad.
Yep.
I get angry. I get sad. I get frustrated. I think negative thoughts, like hurtful ones.
Yep.
And I've just gotten to that point where, I've told myself that I won't even go to her funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get so mad that you say, fuck you, I won't go. And it's kind of a way of hurting her in return.
She doesn't care.
Yeah.
And I think because, I respect my elderlies, but my nan is some work.
Yeah. Okay, it's good you're sharing these, guys. This is huge. Anyone else want to share what you do, how you react when you think this thought? Because remember, this is a thought, right? Okay, so there's some reality to it, which is that truth, but the truth is that this is a thought that you've made up in your head, and that's not true, right? And that's what we're doing inquiry for.
I think for me, even though I'm emotional now, I just get quiet.
Yeah.
I'm very blessed to have my own place, so I just shut the door and it's like my peaceful zone, and I just, I pull myself out of it. Do you know what I mean? Because I do know it's a thought, and I don't want to take on their shit. Whatever they're doing is then. So I'm learning not to take on their stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I pull away too. I pull right away. I lock myself away from everyone because I don't know. I just think it's I'd rather stay away from it than be in it. Just stay right away.
Yeah. So there is an interesting thing here that I'm hearing from both you and Lise and Kieran, is that you pull yourself away, but internally you're feeling angry.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like your anger, you internalize the anger rather than putting it out there, right?
Yeah.
So, you're suffering, right? You're hurting yourself.
Which is what I don't want to do anymore.
Which is why we're changing. This is why we're doing this. We're changing it, okay? So anyone else want to share the way they react? Or should we just go to the next question now? Okay, we'll go to the next question. Who would I be without that thought? So imagine you didn't have that thought at all. How would you feel? What would your life look like?
It would be my own.
It'll be the opposite of how I feel.
How would you feel, Liz?
I'll feel all opposite of how I actually feel.
Which is?
Not angry, happy and not sad, not mad.
Empowered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, there's like heaps of stuff for just this one particular thing too. There's I need like heaps of time to actually think properly about it. These are just what's come to my head.
Yes. Yeah, and this process can take a long time. That's why I've given you the question so that you can go through it in your own time and go through everything that you've written down. If you're going to do the same process, you're going to go through the same thing. You're going to ask yourself the same question for every single one. And then what you're going to do. So do you want to share, Shane, how you'd feel without the thought, honey? Sheena?
Pardon?
You want to share how you would feel without the thought, where you would be?
I feel like I feel complete. Honestly, I'd be complete if, that's where I would be. I'd feel like, I can't say happy because I do feel happy. There are glimpses of happiness every now and then. Yes, I'll give you, sorry, just filling up a cup. Thanks. I just feel complete. Like, I feel like there's nothing that's gonna ever hold me back. Like, I can do anything free, I guess.
Beautiful.
I feel a little bit
love,
trapped. Yeah.
Love, actually feeling loved and not, feeling loved. They don't feel that.
Beautiful feeling. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to write this down. I want you to turn the thought around. Now, do you just want to, I really want to help you with how to turn this thought around. So do you want to just share with me what your statement is so that I can help you turn it around?
Could you just repeat that one more time?
So do you want to share with me your initial statement, the one that we're working on, the answer that you gave to the first question? And then I can help you turn it around because we're going to turn this around.
It's already done.
Sorry?
I'm just in the middle of something, please go away.
We're nearly done. This is the last one. I won't keep you after this. I just want to make sure you guys get the process so you can do this yourself.
Trying to find it.
Want to share yours, Kieran, while we're waiting for
I was going to
Sheena?
say, I didn't really have a statement. I just did words, but it was feeling worthless, disrespected.
What's your first one? When I asked you, what is it that I don't like about what they're doing? What is that one?
Yeah, that was me being invisible.
So you feel invisible. So you want to write it as a statement. You want to say, I feel invisible. Or you want to say the person's name. You want to say, Linda, I don't know her name. Linda makes me feel, oh, really? Okay. Linda, I must have picked that one up. Linda makes me feel invisible. That's how you want to write these statements, right? you want to say the person's name and you want to say how they make you feel or what they're doing that's hurting you, or you want to say Linda saddens me or Linda makes me angry because of this.
So do we use names?
Yes, you want, because this is about a specific person or a specific situation.
Okay.
Mine's real dumb, but I'm annoyed that I'm still in the same place and inconsistent and not showing up or believing in me.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to turn that around. So I am annoyed. Yours is a hard one to turn around because it's already at yourself. So I'm just thinking how we can do it. I am annoyed at myself. Someone give me one that's about your, so Kieran, your Linda.
Linda makes me feel worthless, disrespected, and invisible.
Okay, all right. So now I want you to write this one down. I want you to write down,
Yep.
I
Yep.
make myself feel.
I make myself feel.
And write those words down the same way you wrote it down before.
Invisible, worthless, disrespected. Okay.
That's how you turn it around. So I want you to read that statement.
Okay. I make myself feel invisible, worthless, and disrespected.
Now, how powerful is that?
And the object of the game is?
Yeah.
You want to release suffering.
Okay, got it.
And you want to take responsibility for something that you can change, because you can't change other people. You can change yourself.
So in short,
Okay.
I need to own my shit. Because
This
in
is a
my thoughts.
process. This is a process to find out how true it is and whether you're in your business or someone else's.
Oh, I'm all up in my shit for no reason.
But what you want to do now is you want to find at least 3 specific, genuine examples of how that statement is true.
Rightio, I play under the radar. I don't put myself out there as much. I play above the thing, I'll be honest. Oh, fuck. How do I disrespect myself? That would be not giving myself the time out for me and just completely keep doing for others and others and others and not doing myself for myself. Worthless. Oh, fuck. I literally tell myself that if I'm not able to do, like I'm going to do this spreadsheet at work and stuff, this Excel spreadsheet, and I'm telling myself that I don't know how to do Excel, which is a lie, by the way. It's just that I don't want to do it. I'm procrastinating. So yeah, is that 3 good examples?
That's really good examples. Now, how do you feel about that, Kieran?
I hate putting myself through the ringer.
But can you see that that's true? That everything that you had in that statement was a thought.
Yeah, got it.
About someone else that you can't change.
Yeah.
But you have the power to change yourself.
Don't say that, because I know exactly what I need to do now. If I've got to do
Okay, Sheens, can you tell me your statement, honey, and I'll help you turn it around.
Oh, it's a tough one, and I'm just hoping it's not that loud.
You want to write it in the chat?
No, so I'll say it just quietly. Mine's my partner, and the lack of communication we have around the children. We're a blended family. We do have a child together, but we're a blended family, and honestly, it's way uglier than what they say, and it's tough. It's really tough, financially tough.
So what is your actual statement? Oh, write it down in the chat, honey. Write it down in the chat, and maybe we'll do least. Right? Shall we do you, honey?
Yeah,
do you know how to turn yours around?
Okay, try. I was trying to in my head, but it's just not.
It's easier to write it down. Then you've got it.
Oh yeah, I've got it written down, but the turning around bit I can't.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I said, that I feel Monica makes me feel unloved, worthless, and not appreciated.
Okay. And now I want you to write the same statement down, and you want to say, I make myself feel.
I
And then I want you to...
I read that down, but I kind of can't believe it because I still don't have, what she's using against me to hurt me, like my son. She won't, she's keeping him away from me. And so I can't believe in it. Like, I can't believe that it's myself.
Yeah, well, this takes time. This is a big process, Lise. It's a big process, honey. And you've just been introduced to it for the first time. So
It's
going to take time. It's going to take time, and it's going to take practice.
Yeah, I've never done this stuff before.
That's okay. It's
And
okay.
and it's really brave of you to do it because it's not an easy process. The first time I did it, I cried bucket loads. But it was an eye-opener, so...
I always do. I cry a lot about this stuff, but I don't like to do it in front of people.
Yeah. But, we're not just ordinary people, honey. We love you. We love you.
We're your circle of trust.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. So I know I've kept you guys for way longer than I wanted to keep you because it's taken a lot longer, which is totally fine. But what I want to do is I want to give you guys the website, and I want you to go to this website, and I want you to download the PDFs that gives you exactly how to write these things down and the 4 questions and how to work through it. Okay. So, and I want you to do the inquiry on all the other statements that you've made, that you've written down tonight. And it will be hard. It's not easy. It is not easy to do. And sometimes you have to keep doing it over and over again until you start feeling better. But what you find in this process is the first time you do it, it's really hard. But the second time, it's a little bit easier. And then you start, the thing that really hurt you or really made you angry or really upset you, the next time you get a trigger like that, it's interesting. It doesn't affect you the same way. You just see it as, oh, that's interesting. I noticed that, but I didn't really react the same way. And then eventually what will happen is you won't even notice things anymore. So I had shit that was in my life every single day that doesn't even come up anymore. I don't even notice it just through this process. Yeah.
I feel like I don't know what's wrong with me or something, but I don't know anything. I don't know what in life that I don't, I've had heaps of shit happen, don't get me wrong, and I've been there, I've been angry about it, I've hated it, I've screamed, I've punched shit, I've gotten angry, I've wondered why, and with everything from my dad when I was 5 but it's all gone because it's all happened and there's nothing I could do about it, and I've accepted it so long ago, and everything that happens, it just is what it is. So I don't really know what to write, and this whole time I've just been sat here, I don't know what to write because I don't know. I mean, I've got shit like Leighton doesn't even want to see his own daughter, and I pull him along all the time. And
does that make you angry? How do you feel when he doesn't want to see his daughter? Does it make you feel sad?
No, because I had the conversation with him before she was born when he didn't want her to be born, when he wanted me to get rid of her. I know where he stands and I know that that's what it is. And if he's here, then I'm grateful that he is in the moments that he is, because it is what it is. But it's like that with everything. It's just shit happens. With her sleep, with the last 5 months, it's been hell, but it's just, I chose this life for myself and I'm just making it through it the way that I can. But I can't think of something that, like, I know there's so much, but nothing. I don't have a grudge or
it's not about having a grudge, darling. It's not about having a grudge.
Like,
it's about having
something that.
It's about the same patterns being repeated over and over again. And it might even just be about your baby. It might even be about Willow, that you're feeling confused or inadequate, or, there's something that maybe you don't feel like maybe you could feel like you could be a better mum, or, anything. There's anything that comes up. And it's okay to be really petty and really nasty in this, because no one is going to see it, and it's only for the benefit of the process. Because once you come through the process and you've done it a few times, you look at things differently. It changes your perspective. And then you start feeling real peace. Because often what happens in your life, the reason why we self-sabotage and things is because of whatever's happened to us in the past. And if it's been really traumatic, we would have buried it. But it keeps coming up as defense mechanisms in self-sabotage. So that could very well be what's happening with you. And even though you feel like you've accepted it, I thought I was at peace and I carried no more guilt for my sister. Well, I tell you fucking what. I carry guilt still. And I found
how do you figure what you still carry guilt for and what still affects you when everything is equally done? And I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of shit, and even when it comes to my mind now, it's just my situation. I'm just used, that's my situation, it's I don't know.
I think, darling, it's maybe just so the whole concept of inquiry is being really curious about what's going on internally for you, what thoughts that you are having that is on repeat, that is not helpful for you. So it's not necessarily saying that there's anything wrong with you and that you're holding on to stuff from your past. It's just being really curious. You might have a pattern that keeps popping up all the time, but you don't know what it's related to, but it might be related to something that happened in your past. It might be related to the fact that you were told, or you felt that you would never amount to anything, that you would never
disappear for months,
that you were useless.
I disappear for months. That's my thing.
Yeah.
From everyone, not just from the biz, from everyone, from everything, from anything that I did. I just shut down.
And why did you do that? Did you do that because someone told you that you felt like someone didn't love you, or that someone told you that you were worthless? So just dig a little bit deeper and be a little bit, be curious about where that's come from, and then start asking those questions.
And one problem that I have when it comes to, having to talk about this is things that I've already thought that I've, cried out and left behind. But so I get emotional every single time I have to rethink things again.
Yeah.
So
it's still there, Lise. Yeah, it's still there, Lise. It's still raw, darling. Yeah.
I think it's always going to be there until I get my son back.
Yeah. It might change though. The things, honestly, I changed a lifetime pattern that I never thought I would ever change.
Or at least let be with him, or see, or just hold him, nothing. And it hurts. And I just want to hurt her. And I can't get out of that mind frame. That's why I just pull away from everybody so that they don't see what I'm going through.
Yeah. Well, my darling, if you can be really brave, one day you might be ready to delve into this and inquire more about what's going on for you. But maybe now isn't the right time for you, but one day you might decide, okay, I want to do this now.
I'm trying.
I know.
Trying.
I know you are. Honey. Yeah.
I can't see the brighter side of it.
Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to give you guys the website. So write this down. It's thework.com. So THEWORK.
Capital T?
Yep. Capital T. Well, it's a website, so it'll probably come up if you put in small letters or capitals, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But it's thework.com. So www.thework.com. And go to the 4 questions and the judgments. So all of it is free and on her website.
Wow.
I know, she's an incredible, so she's created all this from her own experience. She's got an incredible story. Now, if you've got Audible, I would recommend you downloading Byron Katie, so it's BYRON, Byron Katie, KATIE, Loving What Is. Now that is her. That is her. Her. So that's the book that is associated with the work. So she works through. She helps you go through. So she shows you how to do this, and she gives you examples of people going through the process, and it makes it so much clearer. You can do it without the book, but this is really it's helpful having the book. And I tell you what, guys, if you end up doing this work and you're just bawling your eyes out, it's a really good thing. It's bringing up all the shit. So remember, every time you cry, it's cleansing, it's releasing. Okay?
Makes me feel weak.
Oh, honey. So you need to find out where that has come from. Who told you that? Who told you it's weak if you cry?
I think everyone I've been brought up around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strength and
I
vulnerability.
felt the same.
You
I
had
felt
it.
the same for a bit.
There is a strength in vulnerability.
It is.
You okay,
And it's good
Angel?
people let other people see you cry. That's what
Yeah.
strength is.
That's right. Angel, you okay, honey? We love you.
Love you, baby girl. You've just been triggered.
Yeah, you have. And this is a good thing. I know it feels awful, but it's a really good thing if you're feeling upset. Let it come out. And when you feel better, keep doing the work again, okay? You honestly, you'll come out different woman. So proud of you all. That was massive, massive, massive. Thank you for sharing, Karen, by the way.
You're welcome. It's
Through the whole
beneficial for me.
process. Yeah.
I was triggered this morning because Ruby went to the lawyer. So it triggered my people pleasing things. And I had to walk myself through it this morning going, you know, you have that spike and then it's like, what does it matter? Who cares what she thinks or what happens, you know? I know that I have been doing the right thing and I have compassion and all the rest of it. So I'm getting better at flipping the script and being kinder to myself. And I actually texted my counselor and she said, yeah, it's just triggered some guilt and stuff that's not mine to have from my childhood. So Lacey, we got this.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, honey, if you do the work, it'll get you through things so much quicker than counselling can do.
Yeah, I know. I like my counsellor though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying fire your counsellor, you know, but it will really help you to get through things a lot quicker. Yeah.
You know, I'm down for that.
Yeah, and sometimes what I do is, because I do this daily, sometimes I go, oh, I don't need to go through that whole process because I know what I can just get to the end. I know what the turnaround is.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Actually, you have to go through the whole process because sometimes it's way more powerful when you do the full inquiry.
Yeah.
even though you know it in your head, you've still got to write it down and see it on paper.
Oh,
So you
wow.
okay with the process, Joni? Yeah, cool. Okay.
Poor girl's like, what the hell have I got myself into?
Yeah, I know. Well, sorry about that. I hope it was helpful. Did you find it helpful, Joni? Yeah. Good. Good.
Bless you.
All right, ladies, we have a really good evening. And you know what? Be really kind to yourselves. Have a nice bath or put your feet up with a nice glass of wine or something. Just do something nice for yourself, okay?
I gotta go hang out with my gran and do her banking at 10 o'clock.
God.
That's not nice.
Angel, be nice to yourself, darling. Giving you big loves. Big loves, Angel and Lise. Bye.
Love
Bye.
you.
Love you all.
Love
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Have a good night.